Hello everyone, this is the Final Bosman, and on today's episode, I'm just talking about games, baby. Welcome to the show. I am Kyle Bosman, and you may have noticed, but I like to take your comments into account with this show. That's why we quickly got rid of that dumb new title sequence so fast, and how I learned to stop touching my nose. At the same time, you can't only listen to comments, otherwise the show wouldn't be about my own expressions, and we would end up releasing perfectly good Farfetch'd out of the PC. Farfetch'd is multiples of Farfetch'd is still Farfetch'd. The reason I bring this up though is that recently, if you look at the last few episodes of this show, I've been talking more about video game news than video games necessarily, and there have been a few people who have called me out in the comments section just saying, hey, do you remember when the show used to be about video games? And the funny secret is, with mean comments, the only way that a comment can actually hurt me is if I secretly believe it's true. So, this guy is a phony who doesn't play video games. Alright, this guy has weird looking eyebrows. Oh. So, along those lines, hey, why not make an episode about video games today? I agree. Let's make a show about video games. Today's episode: why Donkey Kong Country Tropical Freeze is better than Super Mario 3D World. Number one, Donkey Kong Country takes place in an actual world. So I've complained about this on the show before in the past. Recent Mario games to me kind of seem like collections of levels more than any actual worlds, despite world being in your name. Donkey Kong Country? This is so different. To me, this feels like I'm in a space. I am in a world. Donkey Kong Country games are in a world. Each video game level, actually seems to serve some sort of purpose within these islands that they take place upon. Donkey Kong Country games are about a country. Funny thing about this, like bananas and barrels, they'll still float in the sky, kind of like coins and question mark boxes. But every platform actually seems to be attached to something. There's no floating platforms. Sometimes painstakingly so, like this one level that is just all platforms. They're still connected to wooden beams in this level, just to this point where everything feels more real. You're somehow more invested because you're in an actual world. Tiny details can be very important, much like this thing going on right now with Sony and Guerrilla Games, where they basically lied about the resolution of Killzone Shadowfall. No. Nuh-uh. I'm not taking that path today. I'm not doing that. Today's about games. Number two, the enemies in Donkey Kong turn around and hit you. So in Mario 3D World, and I mean most Mario games, you can run up to a Goomba from behind and you'll die if you run into it. This thing doesn't have limbs. What happened in this exchange? Why did bumping into this thing kill me? Why? Mario's a superhero and he just dies by bumping in. Oh my gosh. Donkey Kong Tropical Freeze, on the other hand, when you bump into an enemy from behind, if it's not even looking at you, it'll turn around and smack you. It'll at least give you that. Just here's why you died. I turned around and smacked you. I love that animation. And here's why. I think it gives you some sort of respect. It's about giving the player some respect. It's like, here, this is the world. Here's why you died. Another example of giving the player respect is Konami recently, because they just reduced the price of Ground Zeroes. The physical release of the HD versions is down to $30. Next gen tax is over, at least for physical releases, and I did it again. Look at me go. Okay, I'm not going to do that today. Number three, DK's roll jump is the best feeling move in platforming history. Mario's got some cool moves. He does. He's got his jump. He's got a butt stomp. He's got a running jump. He's got a backflip. He's got this backwards jump. He's got this spinning jump that you never use. He's got a lot of moves. However, Donkey Kong's roll jump trumps them all. Just be clear about what's happening here. DK rolls forward, slaps the ground, propels him forward a great distance at a great speed. This is the best feeling move in any platforming game. This is the best. And to Mario's credit, he does have a roll jump, but look how weak this is. Oh, good job, Mario. Good little roll jump, you little weakling. Look at DK's roll jump again. And here's the fun thing about this, is that with this roll jump, very few levels ever require you to roll jump. It's there if you feel like getting good at it. And if you do, you can roll through the hardest levels in the game like a total boss. Kind of like how Microsoft just recently officially made Stephen Elop the new boss of the devices. Uh-oh. Okay, no, I see what you're doing there. You're trying to get me. I will not be got. Okay? I'm not doing news today. Today it's about the games. I'm going to make those commenters happy. Number 4, Kongs are the best cast. So each of these games has multiple characters that are playable. So I'd like to kind of do a breakdown, if I may. First, obviously, you start with your standard, your go-to guys, your main characters. In Tropical Freeze, this is, of course, Donkey Kong. And in 3D World, this is obviously Rosalina. Both these characters are great. They kind of negate each other, kind of cancel each other out. So, point to both. Secondly, you have that sidekick position. This, of course, is Diddy Kong versus Toad. No question, Diddy Kong, despite his hat, this is Nintendo for no reason. How is that even possible? Third, you got your floaty blonde, which is, Peach versus Dixie. Dixie wins this one. She edges this one out because she can use her ponytail as like a turbine underwater, which is very helpful. Peach, what do you do underwater? Are you a turbine? I don't think so. Then we have Mario, so we'll give him Mario. And that leaves our beloved Cranky Kong against that slimy, spineless coward known as Luigi. And you know how I feel about that gross, ungroomed piece of trash, rotted out ringworm. You know what, Luigi? You can take a hike, because we don't want you around anymore. Kongs are creatures who love two things: smashing things and bananas. They're having a good time on this adventure, just like you are. You have the same sort of connection with Donkey Kong that you have like with the Hulk. It's the same kind of thing. Tropical Freeze is, there's not like mid-game cutscenes, but its story is about this hostile takeover by a bunch of walrus and penguin creatures come to Donkey Kong Country, take it over, and DK and his buddies have to win it back. Super Mario 3D World, I don't know, it's like Mario and his buddies are running around one night, and then Bowser comes and captures this fairy we've never seen before. Let's follow him into this seemingly unconnected world to save those fairies. Makes no sense. Kind of like how Sony Santa Monica fired 50 people and canceled their no, it's not like that. You know what it's like? It's like you look at Mario and you just want to shake him. It's like, what are you, man? What do you like? You look at DK, you're like, what do you like? Simple, bananas. You got it. Okay. Look at this thing. I don't know what this thing is. Is that a human being? What does it do? What is this thing? What is it passionate about? It's just like, it's a mystery. It's like, why was Irrational Games shut down? Okay, nope. No, I'm not doing that. But seriously, like, there has to be a reason when no news. Okay, no, I'm talking about games. Donkey Kong Country has no time limit, but like, why would Ken Levine break up such a no news? Okay, no, that's right. Donkey Kong Country just has like the best music, but like, Irrational was such a good team. No news. Stop it. News. Stop it. No. Okay. No news. We're not doing any news. But it's like you get a big hit with BioShock Infinite. No news. The fact of the matter is, everyone, a lot of big video game news happens over the course of the week, and most of the time I'm excited to talk about it, and I want to. However, it's a matter of balance with everything, and so when possible, I will try to make the show about video games sometimes. Basically, the premise of the final Bosman is just I sit behind a desk and talk about the things I care about, and that's honestly all I can promise. That is the show for this week. If you're on Twitter, you can find me at Kyle Bosman. I will be back here next Wednesday, and I hope to see you then. Thanks for watching. Hey Ryan, you wanted to see me about something?
Yeah, I've got some good news and some bad news about your desk.
Okay, what?
Well, the request came through and your bigger desk has arrived.
Holy crow, dude! What's the bad news?
Well, the new guy needed a desk for his office, so we gave him yours.
Yeah, of course. Of course it happened. Wait, what new guy?
The new guy, Liquid Bosman.
I'm sorry, you hired a person named Liquid Bosman?
Yeah, well, we've been getting all these complaints, ever since we started doing all these non-video game videos like GT Not Funny, Mandatory Update, Final Bosman. So he's like a consultant. He's trying to keep us more on point, making sure our videos are about video games. Bosman. So come to think of it, you guys have the same last name. You related or something?
Oh, Ryan, I've never heard of Liquid Bosman before. I don't even think it's a human's name.
Well, I mean, he's right over there, so go see for yourself.
Okay. Damn. That guy had a cool haircut.
Our town was a